Hi y'all, this is Judy from Patterns for Pirates, and I'm going to show you how I like to add the Picot or lingerie elastic to the lining or shelf bra to our new pattern. I never use a measurement of any kind. I just grab my elastic, pin it on, and go. So come on in for a close-up. Okay, here we are. And here's my elastic. I haven't cut it. Sometimes I do kind of pin it all around and cut it, but usually I just leave it in a long big thing and cut it at the very end. So what I like to do is I like to turn off my serger blade on my serger if I'm attaching it with a serger. I have it right sides together with my shelf bra. I like to pin it at the very front, have my needles up, pick up my foot and slide it all the way under so I can put my foot down, put my needle down, then remove my pin. That way I know when I take off, the needles are already down in the elastic and it's going to take off nicely and neatly where I want it. All right, let's talk about tension on your elastic. You do not want to ease your elastic in or else it will give you a wavy finished product. You do not want to pull it. That will give you a gathered product. That perfect balance in between just a little tension is what you want. And honestly, the best thing to do is just practice on some scraps. If you ever have a little piece of elastic just like this left over, you can practice on it. Or if you ever find a clearance color that you don't really like but it's nice and inexpensive, you can grab it to practice on some scraps. But you get to where you just have a feeling of exactly how much tension you want to put on it. What you want to do is you want to match it to this bottom line and not anywhere else. So I'm going to take off and I hold it in this hand as I am steering with my other hand. I am not stretching it, but I am holding it taut, is what I like to say. So I'm not letting any extra in there, which would be easing it in, which will give you a wavy finish, but I am not stretching it, okay? Most of the time, people end up easing it in. They're very worried about stretching. But you do want to hold it. You don't want to let it loose like this. So you want to hold it tight to your garment like this. It needs to look nice and flat, not like this, right? Loose. It needs to be nice and flat and nice and neat before it goes. So that's why I usually say I hold it taut, because if you hold it too loosely in your hands, then you'll get waves. So I'm just going to overlap this right here, trim it off. I usually overlap it about 1/2 inch. That small 1/4 inch seam allowance almost eats up your whole elastic, as you can see. But that's okay, that's what it looks like. And then you're gonna take it to your iron and press your seam allowance to the underside. And all you're left with on the right side is the cute little scallop. Once you're done pressing it all around, you're just gonna top stitch it right here with a stretch stitch. You definitely need lots of stretch. My favorite top stitch is either using my cover stitch machine or a triple step zigzag or just a regular zigzag. Those are all my favorite high stretch finished top stitching for this. I hope that helps on how much to pull, how much to ease in, things like this. And as you can see, it's not wavy at all. It's the exact same size as when it starts. You can also just measure it out and cut it before you do it, exactly the same size as the edge. You just want to make sure that you're not making this edge bigger and wavy, and you're not pulling it in and gathering it. All right, guys, and this is the same for if you finish off the neckline, the leg lines, things like that. The leg line on the brief option is the only one that is slightly different. You will do the leg line on the booty part a little bit different, but I have videos on that as well. It's just the same as swim elastic. If you want to find my swim elastic on the booties or fierce undies, all of those have elastic around booties. So if you need more help on that specific option, go ahead and look for some of the swimsuits or underwear, and those will help you. Otherwise, I hope this helps you with all the other options, and I can't wait to see your beautiful finished garments with this gorgeous, fun Picot elastic. Bye, y'all.